Yo, what is good, YouTube? Salty Tanks with a video. We're going to be talking about the yellow clown goby. The yellow clown goby is one of my favorite fish in the hobby. He's a very small but has the biggest personality in the hobby, in my opinion. Anyways, about the fish, he only gets up to a size of about 1.5 inches. He does very well in about 5 to 20 gallon tanks, but he can definitely be over that 20 gallon tank limit. Anyways, he is a very peaceful fish. He will never be trying to pick on your other fish or your other corals. He's a very reef-safe aquarium fish. He'll never pick on your corals. The only thing he'll do is just perch on your corals, just kind of sit on your corals or your reef or like anything in your tank, like your frog spawn, your mushroom corals. He'll just perch on those. And sometimes the corals can get mad sometimes and kind of maybe close up a little bit. But for the most part, he is a very good fish for most of your reef tanks. Anyways, next going. Well, he is a very good eating fish, so will be a big eater. He'll eat a lot in your tank, and he will definitely eat anything from your brine shrimp to your mysis shrimp to flakes, even pellets. I actually feed him mysis shrimp right now, and he's loving it. And so, as you guys can see, he's right there in the bottom right corner. And so, anyways, he does like a temperature from 71 to about 78. I'm keeping it around like a 76, 78, a little bit higher because they do kind of like that higher temperature, which definitely helps them kind of have that brighter color in them. So as you can kind of see, he's just swimming around in the corner having some fun. Anyways, so another thing about this fish is I would definitely keep him with your smaller fish, like your firefish, your watchman gobies, your yellow watchman gobies. I mean, he's a clown goby, so he'll definitely do fine with all those fish. Even if you want, you can even put him with some Australia's clownfish. They'll do fine with him. Just make sure you add those fish at the very end. But all those fish will do perfectly fine with this fish. He is probably one of my favorite fish in the tank, like I was saying. But anyways, next on. So for lighting for this fish, he doesn't have a big personality for lighting. Like, obviously, if you have a nice, good, solid lighting, white, blue, your RGBT lightings, he will definitely have a brighter color on him. He won't be as white. He'll be like a really bright yellow color. It's kind of like us when you think about it. If we go sit in the sun, we'll kind of get tan. And so that's kind of like this fish. When they sit in the light, they'll definitely kind of like get their colors popped out. So I think that's a big, cool difference with this fish, that his color is one of my favorite colors like in the hobby, just like that perfect yellow right in between. Anyways, so next on, as you can see, my blower up here in the kind of in the top right. Anyway, so always be facing that kind of in the middle, so it's kind of bouncing off the tank back and forth, because he's not gonna like too much of that movement, because they're not big swimmers. They don't like to go against the big currents and stuff. So make sure you don't have it like super high, just smacking him back and forth, and you should be fine. So another thing for him, he is a really, like, fun fish to watch. So he'll just kind of, like, go on the back of your tank, just, like, perch up. Looks like he's, like, a sucker fish sucking onto the back of your tank, but it's just his little, whatever you call them, it's, like, flappy claw thingies. And so, he's just, overall, one of my favorite fishes in the whole entire hobby. His pH, I mean, 8.1, 8.4, it doesn't really, it's kind of a big difference, but it doesn't really make it too big of a change if you just have it in that good range of 8.1, 8.4. It should do a very good job in your tank. Anyway, so for the filter, I mean, obviously filters don't matter about this tank. I mean, it could actually care less. But this fish is one of my favorite fish in the tank. I'd really recommend getting him. He's only about 1.5 inches long, so he's going to take up pretty much no room in your tank. Don't be mad. Don't be like sad if you can't find him for a little while, because he definitely likes to hide. I haven't found him for like 30 minutes one time, because he was just in between like a coral that I've never even seen have like a tiny spot. So he'll find his little ways. He'll go in between every coral he can find. But he just loves this tank. This is actually my parents' favorite fish, because it just has a really good personality. Likes to swim around. Never just stays in one spot. It's always having fun. It's going up and down the glass, usually in the front of the glass. And every time I'm in the room, he's always coming right up to me, and he just loves it. But when you're feeding these guys, because I'm feeding a mysis shrimp, so you feed him pellets, flakes, mysis shrimp, like I'm doing, or brine shrimp. What you guys want to do with those frozen foods is, since it comes in like a little like a little sliver, those little cubes of frozen stuff. So what you'll do is you'll get a little shot glass, put it in the water, And then what you want to do is cut that cube up into fours, and then you'll give him one every other day and just kind of dump it in there, and he'll go nuts after those. And then also, as you guys can see, my little Mexican turbo snails, they're probably a really cool snail. I love them. They're so cool when they go around. They just like clean everything up. I just love it. They're really cool fish. They're not fish, snail, my bad. But yeah, as you can see him right there, he's just swimming along the bottom. He's having fun time, swimming around. As he's saying, he's just a very peaceful fish. He'll never pick on your corals, never pick on your other fish. He's just kind of swimming along, doing his own thing. But as you guys know, it's always a big fight out there in the reef. I mean, you never know what could happen. So always just be careful with all your fish, and make sure you don't put any like meaner damsels, like any like eight lines like damsels, or your like devil damsels and stuff like that, because they'll just rip them apart. So you don't want that to happen. But he's just one of my favorite fish in the hobby. Super cute fish. He'll land on every single coral. As I was saying, he'll go on your mushrooms, all the way to your like frog spawn. He'll swim in between them. He'll even go on your torch corals. He'll just lay on everything. He just loves life. But if you guys want to see a little closer look, he's one of my favorite fish in the hobby, 100%. But anyways, if you guys want to enjoy that video, remember to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. That means a lot to me. And comment down below what you guys want me to get for a next fish. I mean, I don't know. I got a lot of choices, but let me guys know if you guys know any fish that are good for some 20-gallon tanks. Just let me know in the comments down below. Also, let me know in the comments down below if you would like any other videos, as in like fish reviews, snail reviews, or budget reef tanks or anything like that. Anyways, I'll see you in the next one. Peace. We wanna